Yeah.
I know you ain't outside, yo.
Yeah.
You better not be outside. You on quarantine.
Sean said let him in, yo.
Yeah, he in.
Oh, okay.
All right,
Yeah,
Sean, we got half an hour to fight. It's me against all y'all again.
It's absolutely fine because I'm about to mess you up.
All right.
I'm gonna use the top epidemiologist in the field, James Hildreth.
Okay.
I'm gonna use him to beat you up on your Trump claims.
All right, okay, so we got the title of the show.
And
we
then
live.
we're gonna use New England Journal of Science. We're gonna use Nature.
Sean, come in, shoot.
What up, big brother Sean? What's up, bro?
Man, I'm cooling, bro. I ain't got time to play with Unc, man. He won't name these silly shows. He named these silly shows. We coming out fire. We ain't playing. He said he ain't got all day. I'm working too. I got a good 5 minutes to go ahead and knock him on out with what he
got half an hour. We're gonna have a fire show. Let's let a couple more people come in here. We're gonna have a fire show, man. Good show.
What's this
got everybody roused up. Huh?
What's this? This Real Black Atheist?
Yeah, it's a Real Black Atheist.
Oh, okay.
Need to drag him over to the pseudo killer. I see everybody coming in there. I see you. Mr. Pope, I see you. Tuck my yacht was good. Leisha, what it do? Rashu, what's up? Slade, Revolutionary Vision. Yep, we ready to go head up. I'm going against them again. I'm fighting again. All of them. All of them.
Chef in here? Oh, okay, Chef in here.
All of them. I see everybody coming to the building, man. Builder. The master builder. What's good? Peace, Black African power, man. Come on in. Wait till we get the 25. Let's do the 25. Get the 25,000 people here. Now, how y'all brothers doing? What's going on, brother Sean? How you feeling today, man? Pseudo killer, what's up with you? How you feeling, brother?
Cooling, bro. Cooling.
Cool. All right. So yeah, couple more seconds, man. We can get this thing flowing. I had some fun in here, man. I had an intelligent conversation, so we can work this thing out and see where we at with it. So I've been sitting back watching, and I think I'm pretty sure I got y'all on this one here. I just like to see how y'all get out, man. Kevin Chill, what's good, man? How you doing there? Chill, what it do, brother? How you feeling, man? Good to see you, man. Yeah, Sean ain't up. Yeah, Sean got his A game in there with him. I'm taking the A away from him today. It's 5 against 1. It is what it is. All right, make no mistake about it. I'm not supporting nothing. I'm just clearly stating the facts. So I got a little clip I want to play, but before I play that clip, I like to delve into let's delve into Operation Warp Speed, okay? All right, so we know what Operation Warp Speed is. So Operation Warp Speed is a public-private, listen again, is a public-private partnership initiated by the U.S. government under the Trump administration. And I know y'all want to take the Trump administration out of it. I understand that. I know how y'all feeling right now. I get it. All right, I totally get it. All right. He like one of them guys that close his eyes and throw the lucky punch and knock the dude out. It's like one of them guys, right? We all know them guys. Throw a rock in the night and kill the big monster everybody been trying to kill. You like, how the hell that fool do that? Yep, so watch this. Operation Warp Speed is a public-private partnership initiated by the U.S. government under the Barack Obama administration? No, under the Joe Lackmo Biden administration? No, under the Trump administration. Now watch how they all try to take it away, y'all. Watch this. They all want to try to take that away. Let me finish. To facilitate, right, an accurate and accelerate, my fault, let me get straight. To facilitate and accelerate the development, manufacturing, and distribution of a COVID-19 vaccine. Okay, therapeutic and diagnostic. Operation Warp Speed was introduced in April 2020. We got like 3 sources on that. Ain't nobody can dispute that. At the roundtable meeting with industry executives at the White House on March 2nd. So who was in the White House when these companies came in? Who was they talking to? Let me keep going. It will promote mass production of multiple vaccines based on preliminary evidence, allowing for faster distribution in clinical trials, right? Confirm one of the vaccines is safe and effective, okay? It say the plan anticipates that some of these vaccines will not prove safe or effective, making the program more cautiously than typically vaccine development. I'm gonna say this again. The plan anticipates that some of these vaccines will not prove safe or effective, making the program more costly than typical vaccine development, but potentially leading to the availability of a viable vaccine several months earlier than a typical timeline. U.S. Congress allocated on March 27th nearly $10 billion for the Operation Warp Speed. Okay, so we right there. All right, that's where we at. We right there. So let me do this first. So we know Pfizer jumped out the gate. Some of us invested in Pfizer. All right, they jumped out the gate with it. And so there's a one of these. Well, Pfizer didn't take government money. Did Pfizer take government money? Yes, they did. They took that upfront cake, meaning like they took, I believe, $2 billion, right, for monies allocated so to make sure the United States got enough of the vaccine. All right. So no, United States, Pfizer did not take the quote unquote allocated funds, okay, which would put them in a position to have to listen to Trump and listen to the bureaucracy. So they didn't deal with that money. So they didn't actually take the money that I just mentioned. They didn't actually take that money. But what they did do was they took $2 billion of the money to make sure they got their daggone, hold on, let me get Chef in here. Matter of fact, I want to get specific with that because Sean is going to be fine. I know Sean, he going to hype it up. So it's funny, Trump, there's no doubt he's an anti-scientific president of the year. We're going to give him that award. He's also the head pseudo. We're going to give him that award too because he's a pseudo. All right. But this whole conversation really speaks to my point. What's my point? My point is that he never had as much power as anybody continued to give him. That there's systems in place to make sure that the nonsense that he's spewing, that the rhetoric that he talks about, you know what I'm saying, although it might mislead people who are not inclined to understand the information, we get that. But what he's not going to do is he's not going to overrun the government with that debauchery. He's not going to be able to do that. So let's see what Pfizer was. So Pfizer was the first joint to come out. So let's see. Let's deal with companies not receiving research funding. Pfizer, they top on the list. Pfizer Biotech. Pfizer Biotech partnership did not receive government funding for research. You know, when we read, we got to read for clarity. So Pfizer did not receive any money for research. So this kind of put them in a position of power, whereas though, you know, they didn't have to get bogged down in bureaucracy and hear all the nonsense and get all the pressure, because they invested their own bread, y'all. Okay, Operation Warp Speed placed, watch this, Operation Warp Speed placed an advance purchase order. Y'all know what an advance purchase order is, of $2 billion with Pfizer to manufacture 100 million doses of COVID-19 vaccines for use in the United States when the vaccine is shown to be safe, effective, and licensed and authorized by the Food and Drug Administration. Sean, Corey, Chef, anybody want to wait on that?
I just wanted to talk about the funding, you know what I'm saying? Because you had mentioned that earlier, and you kind of just went on ahead and talked, kind of made my point a little bit in that last little bit you talked about. But yeah, they was given the $2 billion up front so that they made sure that if they needed extra distribution power, that they would have that too, because Pfizer can help out with that distribution power. Not only did they, in case they came up with their own vaccine, they wanted to have that purchase power too, but they wanted the distribution power also. You know what I mean? That was one of the vehicles that they was going to use to, bottle it up. You know what I'm saying? Be able to contain it and then get it ready for distribution. Because you got to prepare these things for distribution. You just can't start shipping it out. You got to prepare it for that. So Pfizer was going to be one of the ones who was going to do that. So that's where they got that. That's kind of the funding. It really, I wouldn't call it funding. I would just call it, you know what I mean, a proactive purchase. You know what I mean? I don't know what you would call it. Putting a money down, an installment. You know what I mean? They made an installment. You know what I mean? That's what that was.
The hell of an installment.
Yeah. I mean, you're working with a vaccine, so yeah, you got to be working with $2 billion. If I'm gonna make you
Let's end that. We're going to end it out on this. Yeah. Hello? Man. Anybody hear me?
I'm here, what you want to smoke?
Oh, he went out. I want
You
no
want some
smoke.
smoke? Corey went out.
Not quite. Hold on.
Yeah, I knew you weren't. I knew you weren't ready.
I ain't ready yet. So, all right, so let's jump right here. Right
that
here.
was me. I froze up. My bad. But y'all didn't hear me,
No. Sean was already trying to shoot at me, but I ducked.
Yeah, you better duck. CK, you can't see you can't see the chat back here.
Yeah, I've been reading.
I ain't hear none of that I said.
I'm saying anything that I've been posting. Have you seen what I posted in the Zoom chat?
Yeah, I'm reading it now.
All right, okay, all
I'm
right.
actually stuffing my face, man. I've been working all day. Y'all trying to go live every day.
Good.
We just trying to get
Nah, go ahead, run rampant, I'm gonna kill you real quick.
I'm bulletproof.
That's cold-blooded, man. Y'all didn't hear none of what I just said about.
Nah, man. Last thing we heard you mention was Pfizer, and then you said something slick after that.
You forgot to align your chakras, and the Most High pulled you from the
microphone. The Most High got you.
Hey, I was just talking about the funding, man. They gave them the upfront payment for the distribution power. That's all I was saying, man. Did y'all hear that at least?
Yeah, we heard that, but go ahead. It was something else you said. It probably was valuable.
No, that was my point. That was my main point. That's all I wanted to say.
All right. So let me keep going real quick. So, all right. So let's say on the 9th of November, the Pfizer Biotech partnership announced positively early results from its phase 3 trial, right, of the BNT16B2 vaccine candidate. It says Pfizer initially stated that it was not a participant in the Operation Warp Speed because it did not accept taxpayer funds for research and development. Listen to the wording here, y'all. It's important. It says the White House claimed that the government's advanced order purchase of 100 million doses of vaccines made Pfizer a participant. It say experts offer nuanced explanations as to Pfizer's level of participation in Operation Warp Speed. Okay, and then we got a Newsweek article. I'm gonna put that in there for y'all. It's a company, watch this, representative stated that the company is part of Operation Warp Speed as a supplier of a potential coronavirus vaccine. See, because they say you should never get you slick because all they gotta do is say, well, we ain't gonna buy. So they teetering. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to stick their chest out See, we can stick our chests out because we ain't got no billions on the line. But they, you know, so watch this. It says, and that Pfizer is proud to be one of the various vaccine manufacturers participating in Operation Warp Speed as, keyword here, as a supplier of potential COVID-19 vaccines. And for all y'all that ain't never had to do the politic game, this is politics at its best right here. Okay, it says spokesman of Pfizer, however, clarified that they had not taken federal money for the R&D. That's for the research and development. Okay, go ahead, Sean. You want to jump in, or Chef? Or you want to save people at? You want to say the heavy hitter?
It's up to Chef. It's up to Chef.
Where you
Chef
at?
called.
Where you at, Chef? He might have phased out. All right, go ahead. Go ahead, throw.
Okay, so let me. All right, while you giving Trump credit,
Administration.
let's go ahead and give him credit, right? Let's just do this out of the way.
All right.
All right, I'm gonna make my argument real quick, and I'm gonna touch on a couple key points,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna bow gracefully.
Okay.
So while we're giving Trump credit for something other members of Congress help facilitate,
Okay.
we're going to give him credit for 246,214 deaths, 11 million confirmed cases.
All right, give him that.
So we're gonna give him credit for 11 million cases, 246,000 deaths and rising. Okay.
You're almost getting off the tracks a little bit, but you can.
I ain't getting off those tracks. I ain't getting off those tracks.
Speak to the issue though. But go ahead. Go ahead.
I am. I'm going to speak to it. Now let's deal with your Operation Warp Speed.
Yeah, Operation Warp Speed. What is it?
All right. So here we have a fact sheet explaining Operation Warp Speed. What's the goal? You see the goal. The goal is to produce and deliver 300 million doses of a safe and effective vaccine.
Mm-hmm.
That's the goal. As scientists, this is a scientist initiative.
Correct.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now, who's working on Operation Warp Speed?
Yeah.
Now, I'm being interrupted currently, but who's working on Operation Warp Speed? OWS is a partnership among the components, and it tells you everybody who's a part of this Operation Warp Speed.
Johnson & Johnson.
Now, what's the plan and what happened so far? It goes through the development. Now, if we slow down real close, it just says the government.
Mm-hmm.
Don't necessarily give Trump. Now, they want to put Trump out there, right?
You spoke. You got it.
Unc wants to put Trump out there as if he really did something. But it's the body of the people around him that's facilitating change that's making this effective. Like I said, James Hildreth, MD, Fisk and Vanderbilt University, top epidemiologist in the field, is a part of Operation Warp Speed.
Correct.
Now, the governmental funding is not coming directly from Sir Trump.
Where's it coming from? Taxpayers, right?
Right, taxpayers. So the taxpayers, the tax-paying dollars are dealing with all of this.
Okay. That's where anything comes from, though.
Right. So we, the people of the United States, are dealing with Operation Warp Speed, and it's covered up under a silly name who's been anti-science.
I agree.
I'm gonna stop right here.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna let you argue whatever you want to argue. Then I'm gonna come back and beat you up with some science.
Okay. So Sean eloquently just proved my point. From day one, I've always said that when everybody was running around making Trump the guy at the top of the United States, I was like, man, do y'all know how the government's ran? And people argued me down. Sean just made my whole point. My point was that this guy could never do nothing without the participation of everybody. He just proved that the American people, their taxpayer money, their hardworking money, right, is the money that they was using. Governmental resources is what they was using. The Democrat, everybody had to weigh in on the situation, but the reality of the situation is that it's still under his administration. And you got to take the good with the bad. So yeah, they all and everybody hates him. I get it. But what he effectively did was he actually made history. You want to know another guy that everybody don't like? I believe that'd be George Bush. Junior, is that senior junior? That's senior junior. Bush, the young guy, the junior guy. You know, he actually changed the course of AIDS in Africa, right? Now, did he personally do it? He worked kind of hard to raise that funding and that money, right? He ain't had too much help on that, right? What y'all don't know is this guy, he actually put Africa in a position to where when the mom has AIDS and the father has AIDS, that particular AIDS is not transferred to newborn babies. Y'all can look it up. He did that. Now, are we supposed to say that no, he didn't do that because we don't like him, because he's a racist, because he's all that? Nah, you can't take that away from it. It is what it is. Same thing with the administration, right? So whether y'all like it or not, this guy's administration is going to do something that nobody did ever. It's historical. Okay, it's literally historical. What has transpired, that a vaccine in about 2 years and something, right, will be ready. Simple as that. So that's very, very interesting. And, you know, my point has always been that no man in the United States runs this damn country. I've been trying to say it, and I'm glad this subject has came up. Now, you can say I'm a Trump supporter. Nope. I'm just a supporter of telling the goddamn truth. Simple as that. What's the truth? The truth is the administration that's in power right now pushed the envelope on something that nobody has done before. That's the truth. So, anybody, where you at, Chef? Go ahead, kill me. Hit me with hate.
Hey, so Unc, though, I just want to ask you, how come you didn't bring up Moderna?
I'm saving it. I'm saving it.
Okay.
I'm saving that one because
really, there's nothing to.
I ain't on your team. I'm not really on your team.
Hold on. Let's. Nah, man, just hold on. Give me a second. Because dude was getting on my nerves, yo. So I had to like cut myself. What I really wanted to say to you is this: Trump is touting these things as if he's resolved something. He ain't did shit. So we can't give him credit for something he did not do. What facilitated change was a need for the scientific field to resolve an issue. Okay. This was a problem that could have been resolved a long time ago. So if you're going to tout him, if you're going to give him credit for this, you have to blame him for those deaths.
I agree, Sean.
Hold on. 246,000 deaths and 11 million cases is way beyond ignorant. And then we got to go look at China. When we look at China, we don't see none of this craziness running wild or rampant in China. That's the whole point of the problem with all of this, is the fact that if we want to just what did Trump do? Let's break down what Trump did. All right. So
to the vaccine, or you want to switch? You switching gears a little bit?
No. I want to stay right. Nah, you give them credit. I don't care nothing about the vaccine because we ain't got all the homework on the efficacy to prove the efficacy level was actually over 90% or 94% on the other one. So I really don't care nothing about Moderna. I really don't trust Moderna's results right now. We don't know who was a part of the study group yet. Okay. We ain't got everything that we actually need. What I do trust is the methodology, and I will continue to say that.
Okay.
So, Operation Warp Speed is a partnership initiated by a public and private partnership.
Okay.
So we have to be all the way right when we want to deal with this.
Mm-hmm.
It's public because of the people. It's private because of the vaccine makers.
Okay.
Talk to him, Sean.
So if you're going to sit here and make some silly argument, you need to be clear with these people that the partnership, you said Trump, his administration. No, it's a public-private partnership arranged between two people or two sectors, the public sector and the private sector. So let's get that fact straight.
Got you, Sean.
That's why I tell you to stay down the middle. Quit going left, quit going right.
Okay, so I'll read it again. Operation Warp Speed, I started the program off with this. Operation of Warp Speed is a public-private partnership initiated by the U.S. government under the Trump administration. Man, don't hate me, man. Hate the game, man. Come on, man. You don't hate me for, man. Man, I'm the good guy, man.
All right, so I'm gonna read to you again
I'm the
because
good
I don't think you catching the whole point.
I read it. No, you
It's
have
initiated by the
elaborated on it,
U.S.
Sean.
government under the Trump administration to facilitate and accelerate the development of manufacturing, the distribution of COVID-19 vaccines, therapeutics, and diagnostics. Operation Warp Speed was introduced in early April 2020 after a roundtable meeting with the industry executives at the White House on March the 2nd. It will promote mass and multiple vaccine-based preliminary. Now, when you get all the way down to this thing, they get into the cost of it. They get into the articulation of what it's supposed to do and how it's supposed to be. But then they break it down and they start being a little bit more detailed for the people who like to get into the details. After it was first revealed on the press on April 29, 2020, Trump officially announced the public-private partnership because he couldn't come out and be like, my administration is doing this, but this is a public-private partnership. On May 15, on May 15th, he came out and he said something else. Now, Operation Warp Speed will coordinate existing health and human services wide efforts, including the NIH Active Partnership for Vaccine and Therapeutic Development, Initiative for Diagnostic Development, and work by the BARDA, B-A-R-D-A. You can look that up. Now, here's the key. The Food and Drug Administration announced on June 30, 2020, that the vaccine will need to be at least 50% effective to gain approval and at least diminishing the severity of the COVID-19 symptoms. All right. Who's a part of the Food and Drug Administration? Once again, I'm gonna bring my boy back up because I'm gonna put him into the face of all you black people that act like we ain't in science. James Hildreth, MD, was elected to be a part of the approval, the FDA approval. He's a scientist, lead epidemiologist. He even got massive work on HIV.
He's with who, the FDA?
Yeah, they got him tapped in with the FDA. He also in charge of Operation Warp Speed here in Tennessee. All of that. So, all right. So now that we clear on that, scientists are leading this charge, this urge, this need. Mr. Trump administrator backer up here, you know what I'm saying? He try to soften the blow and come out and say, well, we all know Trump Mr. Alternative Facts. He try to come out and say all of that and, you know, kind of give himself some wiggle room so he can slide in with Pfizer and Moderna and, you know, we wouldn't have all of this for Trump. We was going to have all this if Trump was not the president.
Probably so.
Ain't no probably so.
I'm just saying, I agree with you. You were the same.
No, don't say probably so. Say yes, we would have.
Yeah, we would have had the same.
Thank you. So no matter the administration.
No. Hold on, bro. Wait. Let me say this. Here's the Monday morning cornerbacking is always funny to me anyway. So you don't know how many people would have died if nobody in the world knew what to do. Now the Asians had a great plan, right? Because they've been through it. The Asian culture fosters wearing masks. They've been wearing masks for years. Hate to tell you, European culture and American culture, right, does not have a culture of wearing masks. That's one point. Second point, right, United States of America culture clearly deems that you got a right to bear arms, you got a right to be a damn nut and go against science anytime you want without getting thrown in jail. But if you're in Russia, you're gonna get thrown in jail. If you're in Korea, I think it's North Korea, you're going to jail, buddy, if you're not listening. But that's not the culture. See, the culture works with you and against you in America. So no matter who was in office, bro, Democrats and Republicans, man, you was always gonna have the same nuts doing what they doing, fight the same program they fighting. So I'm not gonna Monday morning quarterback on this one. I'm just saying. And no, I'm not supporting the wholesale death of people, especially African people at a high rate in America. I'm not supportive of anybody who would actually mandate that death on our people. So no, I'm not. I'm just simply saying the reality is it was a novel virus. So that, you know what that word clearly means? It means that nobody knew what the hell they was doing. Nobody. But those cultures that was fit for fighting viruses, quote unquote, Asian communities, man, they had all type of tools, all type of sprays. They was already there. Like this is where these things start at. So they was already ahead of the game. And they're gonna make you do it. They got to lay down or get down, or lay down, how you want to put it, type of government going on. So Sean, yeah, man, I mean, he gonna take all that. Yeah, I mean, you know, right, give it to him. I'm not mad at you. Go ahead, Sean. Where you at, Chef?
Oh, I can continue now.
Yes, sir.
All right, so the project has other scientists, physicians, and military officers involved in management of the key focus areas developed, manufacturing, and distribution. Now, originally, the project had a budget of $10 billion, with additional funds allocated through BARDA. All right, so, you know, he want to bring up these names, Johnson & Johnson. He wants to bring up Moderna. He don't bring up Novavax or Regeneron or AstraZeneca. He don't bring up a Sanofi. He don't bring up Vaxart. You know, there's tons and tons of people who's a part of Operation Warp Speed because why? Pre-existing research had already been done on a particular coronavirus. Okay. So there's no telling how much data they already had on, you know, out of this existing that could go also into speeding up this information. And this is what make people leery. They're like, oh, it's too fast for a vaccine, but they already had research information. So I'm not going to tout the scientists that's in the field working with this. Well, I mean, I'm not going to criticize them. Now, my only criticism here is always going to be back on Mr. Alternative Facts, supported by Unc Chump. And the reason why is because he want to get this man credit, but they ain't give him blame.
I don't want to give him credit. I give him credit.
You don't give him no credit?
Well, he's only one person. So right. and he's not a scientist, and he's a pseudo. So we sure as hell can't give him credit.
See, you try to soften the blow again.
I'm just telling the truth. Like he's a pseudo, bro. Who's that?
It is what it is.
He's the bona fide.
Hey man, hey, he probably the most anti. Yeah. Listen, you know he's pseudo when other what is it? Republicans come out.
Yeah, he bananas with that.
And you know what I'm saying? When other Republicans come out and deal with it like that, when other Republicans come out and start, you know, backing science, that should tell everybody everything. Because remember, they anti all of that, climate change, all of that. You know what I'm saying? They like if viruses are plaguing the world, people should die. It's just God sent the viruses to control the population.
yeah, they wild. Yeah, they be wild.
so you know that's a big deal. But nah, I only want to beat Trump up only because of his ignorance. And you're right, he all of those things. But if we're gonna give him credit, we also got to give him blame. He botched it. But we don't know what no other president do. True. But other presidents, we can't say that. We do know that other presidents would have listened to scientists.
Well.
Let's go back to a previous encounter regarding anything that science needed to step in and correct over the past 20 or 30 years, 40 years. What was the latest outbreak in the past 40 years?
The N1H1 and the Democrats did a horrible job.
Zika.
N1H1. Mini pandemic, wasn't it? During the Democrats regime, and they did a horrible job.
Was the swine flu in the Bush regime, or was that
It was
Obama?
Democrats did a terrible job. Sure did.
Prove it. Let's prove it.
Look it up, Sean.
Swine. I don't know how bad swine flu got. That was a while ago.
Got bad.
Let's deal with it.
Got bad. So, okay. Let me play this clip right here. Let's get into the next quote unquote. There's no debate with me that he's a pseudo. He's a bona fide pseudo. But that's why we know the system actually works. It might not work for getting black people shot, but it sure as hell worked from letting one maniac control the whole country and control science, right? And how about this Pfizer, right? Meaning they didn't have to take the money, meaning they didn't take the research money. But in Russia, yo, they're gonna make you take that money. That's how the culture works. That's how the United States is set up, where you can make a choice whether you want to take that research money or not. This is important to what I'm saying. So let me play this clip real quick, right? Here we go. Here we go.
We started last week with Pfizer's assertion that early testing showed its vaccine is 90% effective. A new week, new vaccine. Today, the biotech company Moderna says its experimental vaccine is nearly 95% effective. NPR's Joe Palca is with us to evaluate this. Hi there, Joe.
Morning, Steve.
Is that as good as it sounds?
Yeah, I think so. It's very good, especially considering the Food and Drug Administration was prepared to consider green-lighting a vaccine with only 50% efficacy. So scientists who've seen these results so far are impressed.
How did Moderna determine that it works so well?
Well, it was a big study of 30,000 volunteers. They came from a variety of ethnic backgrounds, 6,000 self-identified as Latinx or Hispanic, 3,000 self-identified as Black or African-American. Half got 2 injections of the vaccine, half got 2 injections of an inert placebo. And in order to see if the vaccine works, you have to wait until people get exposed to the virus. Moderna Chief Medical Officer Tal Zaks says that wasn't a problem.
Unfortunately, cases are occurring at high rates in this country. And the paradox of that is that it enables rapid vaccine development because you're able to quickly demonstrate whether the vaccine works or not. And as we've shown today, ours certainly seems to work very well.
So there were a total of 95 people who got sick. 90 were in the placebo group, compared with only 5 in the vaccinated group. So the vaccine appeared to be working, and it didn't seem to cause any serious side effects.
Disturbing at the same time that it's hopeful that we have the right environment for testing a vaccine for that
exactly.
reason. Now, Pfizer, we mentioned, had this vaccine that needs to be stored in ultra-cold freezers, which raised questions about how you practically get that across the country. Is Moderna's vaccine any better in that respect?
Yes, it seems to be. I mean, they've done some testing, and they also put out a release today saying that their vaccine was stable for 30 days at what you would consider a normal refrigerator freezer temperature, it's about -20 centigrade or -4 Fahrenheit. And it also stayed stable for 6 months at that temperature and 30 days at normal refrigerator temperatures. So that makes life a lot easier.
Well, what comes next then?
Well, what comes next is in the next few weeks, the company will consider applying for what's called an EUA, an emergency use authorization. And that means that under the circumstances, because we're in a pandemic emergency, they can go ahead and give the vaccine out more widely. They have to wait a little longer to get safety data. They're waiting to see if the vaccine actually causes any problems itself, and they want to wait at least 2 months until half the volunteers has completed their full vaccine dosage. So it's still a couple days for that to happen, and then a couple days for this, or a couple weeks maybe, to get this application together to the Food and Drug Administration, and then the FDA has to go ahead and make its decision about whether to give some sort of authorization, this emergency use authorization.
Yeah, this process that can take years is being crunched down to weeks, months, even days, but I guess the FDA still has the basic questions. Is it safe? Is it effective?
Right, and the thing is, people have said, well, are we cutting corners or rushing this to the market? And the answer seems to be no, because it's just the process, which is normally, I'll get back to you sometime, has been shortened to be, let's do this right away and as fast as we can.
NPR's Joe Palca, thanks.
You're welcome.
I'm Stevens.
So,
and now more from NPR.
All right. So now let's look on that list. Where exactly is Moderna on that list? Let's see. Did they take the research money, Moderna? Yep. Vaccine developers receiving government research funds are, drum roll, ladies and gentlemen, Moderna. Johnson & Johnson and all the stuff that Sean mentioned. So yeah, Moderna actually took that research money. So once again, collaborative effort between the United States government, just so happens to have a crazy ass anti-scientific president who got to be one of the luckiest dudes on planet Earth at this particular juncture in time. You know what I'm saying? Yep, they got a vaccine which is purported to be 94% effective. Huh. Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. How the hell can an anti-scientific president, pseudoscientist, how could he be in a cabinet that actually pushed for historical record-breaking production?
Easy. Everybody else ignored him.
Oh, okay.
I'm about to bail you out, I'm finna bail you out.
Hold on, before you go, real quick. Do you know that the H1N1, when the H1N1 kicked off, the first diagnosis of the H1N1 was in April 15th. By April 26th, 11 days later, the United States government declared 2009 H1N1 a public health emergency of international concern, and CDC began releasing 25% of antiviral drugs needed to treat this new influenza virus from the federal stockpile. The next day, WHO Director General raised the level of influenza pandemic alert from phase 3 to phase 4 based on data showing person-to-person spread and the ability of the virus to cause community-level outbreaks. On April 28th, the FDA approved a new CDC test to detect the 09 H1N1 infections. They got a calendar going all the way, so they was immediate. The governmental response was immediate. From the first diagnosis, which was April 15th, they immediately began to track it, bro. They said the second infection of the H1N1 was detected in California, 130 miles away from the first infection in California. So they walked it all the way back, bro. They got busy. They got busy. So what I'm saying is, look at the response. We still in the month of April when this was a problem in 2009. Bro. I understand that the H1N1 is a little different, but I'm saying the governmental response was a lot faster. It wasn't months away, and then we start Operation Warp Speed, or we weren't listening to the science. It was immediately.
Okay.
No doubt.
Yeah, go ahead, Corey.
Listen, so the scientist that you just played, right? Was he was an epidemiologist?
I think he was. I'm not sure.
Either way, he said, from what I got out of what he said is, if Trump didn't let the thing run rampant, right? The COVID run rampant, they wouldn't have been able to come up with a vaccine that quick. They said this is great testing grounds because it's easy for the subjects to come in contact with the with the coronavirus.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. I bailed you out. If Trump didn't let it
ain't no more, because Fauci just said more people may die if we don't coordinate. So who's holding up the coordination? Now, Corey, I'm right back at you. What? Who's holding up the coordination? Because guess what? The new president can't even get the briefings, bro. Yeah. He can't even get the new data on this virus. His team can't even get educated up on this information that's going on right now.
That's horrible. Yeah, that's
true.
So now we right back at square one, dog, with more deaths on the way because of coordination. A transfer of power can't be had under this president.
That's cold. He ain't even gonna give him the briefing. He like, nah, you ain't getting nothing. Trump crazy.
Yeah, he crazy guy. Yeah, but it's gonna be he going down in history as a nut and push Operation Warp Speed, which most people didn't even understand, and it was the technology and the free flow of science under a pseudoscientific president that actually got the job done. That is ironic. But you know what it proves? It proves my point from day one. This guy don't got as much power as y'all think he has, right? And sometimes dudes be crazy like a damn fox. That's all I'm gonna tell you. So, hey, don't hate me, hate the game, man. You know, as simple as that. So, no, we do not support Trump and his anti-scientific rhetoric, which confuses already susceptible pseudo people. Most of the community is very, very susceptible to pseudoscience. And that's why we had these shows. That's why we had these conversations where everybody ain't amening on one damn side. We want to hear the whole picture so we can make an informed decision on what it really is. So yeah, if you're uninformed, if you're pseudoscientific, if you ain't tapped into these shows we do, then yeah, you might be actually thinking that Trump, you know what I'm saying, is running the whole goddamn thing. You might really think that. You might really think that he's shutting down science departments. No, he's really not. You got a company saying, I don't even want that money right there because I don't want the bureaucracy, whether it's Democrats or Republicans. They don't want all that. They don't want all the people in their business. But that comes from living in America. Like I'm saying, how they say it, the same thing that make you laugh, make you cry. That's what America is, man. It is. Where you at, Chef? Because you was talking, Chef. Where you at? Nah, man, Chef ran again. Hey, what's up, Vance? What's good, brother?
What's good? Sitting there eating a meal. Chef done fell out of there.
Fell out of there. You had a lot to say.
Yeah, I think it's an interesting conversation y'all having right now, though. To conclude Trump's presidency, how is he going to handle this? Even though he did have a hand in Operation Warp Speed, so to say. Didn't he say he wasn't going to do nothing else for the rest of the next 3 months or something like that?
He ain't shutting it down. And that's going to be our next discussion we're going to talk about the shutdown.
That's crazy.
Almost. It's almost crazy until you hit this other side of my brain. Almost crazy. So, so let's move forward. Let's move forward. Oh, you want to say something, CK? No, CK eating. She eating. What you eating, CK? I know you're vegan. She eating. I know you're vegan. What you eating?
Man, I eat all day, man. I bought some Chinese food.
Oh, okay. You
Got some udon noodles.
Eating them cats and rats.
Man, goodness gracious. So I'm confused. What is the issue? What is going on here? So the issue, I'm assuming, is that you're saying that Trump is responsible for us getting a new vaccine.
Nope.
And Sean is trying to say that he wasn't responsible.
Yeah,
you want to make sure I'm not misconstruing what y'all are claiming.
My point has always been clear that this guy doesn't have as much power that y'all making him have, right? Because there is a system in place that does not allow an anti-scientific rhetoric-speaking conspiracy theorist to command the whole United States government. That has been my point. And so Black people never should have been in fucking panic mode anyway. We should have been clear and concise on how we wanted to move. But since the media, you know what I'm saying, hit the panic button, we panicked out of our minds. I almost started to felt some panic around here a little bit. You feel me? When the reality was, it is only but so much Trump can do, right? It's other people speaking on this thing. So my point, wait, we ain't gonna get into y'all half an hour yet. Just hold on for a minute. So the point I was making was that Trump, right, man, so he gonna take y'all gotta give him the good and the bad, man. Simple as that. Like you can't just, like, come on, man. It's not a dictatorship here in America. And I just wanted to make that point clear. So, but if something went right, which that program went right, man, it's his administration. You can't act like it ain't. And that's what everybody want to do. Nah, you can't do it. You just got to take that one on the chin. Go ahead, CK. What's your butt? I ain't going to follow you down the rabbit hole yet, though. Not yet.
No.
What's the
No, I was going to say, I've been trying to catch up. I've been trying to read everything. But I mean, Sean does have a really big point there that the dude was saying that, this was a hoax. He wasn't taking it serious. And like things didn't really take off until like a good few months after, like it had spread to like most of the states, and some of the states started locking down and whatnot. So it doesn't seem like this warp speed venture was something that they were doing from the very beginning. It seems like they were companies that were already starting to work on a vaccine before this partnership happened. And then 2, don't forget that Trump's a businessman. He did keep a lot of his fucking businesses when he became president, something that is borderline illegal. You know, he most likely had some type of incentive to want to do this too as well, that may be benefiting him, that we may also not be aware of too as well.
That's a hell of a rabbit hole. I appreciate you. Once again, she's taking it away out of the Trump administration. I appreciate that. You just went against all the documents we just read with that one. Come on, man. You got to know that. Like, just give it to him. Give it to his administration.
Oh no, I think it's fair. It's fair. I mean, he would have had had people in his cabinet and whatnot get with certain individuals, so this could all take place. I mean, these companies were already gonna be making a vaccine anyways because they're expecting to get paid. So whether, you know, they get the money before they finish the vaccine or after they finish the vaccine, I mean, at the end of the day, it still would have made him look good for his reelection.
Bad.
I wouldn't make him look bad. I mean, it would be kind of confusing because dude came off as an anti-vaxxer almost, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. He kind of came off that way. So it's kind of awkward that you're coming off to your base as an anti-vaxxer, and anti-science, but then you turn around and support all this funding to give this vaccine to the public that you're trying to promote anti-vax rhetoric to.
Yeah, I don't necessarily think, I've never heard of him being an anti-vaxxer. I heard of him being a hydrochloroquine. I can't even say that right. How you say that?
I'm not saying that he is
hydrochloroquine.
Yeah, I said he was coming off. He was coming off as an anti-vaxxer because of a lot of the things that he was saying. Because a lot of the stuff that he was saying in regards to the virus, it's like, yo, this is stuff that anti-vaxxers say. But he never like full outblown came out as an anti-vaxxer.
He actually promoted the vaccine.
Like I said, I think a lot of the shit that he be saying is for show. Like I really do be wondering, like,
nah, damn, I ain't saying he promoted. No, I ain't letting you get that off.
He did. You ain't got
what?
Nah, that mom ain't promote jack. He promoted our death.
Nah, he promoted the vaccine. Come on, man.
Nah, man, he ain't promote no vaccine.
He did.
I mean, maybe initially.
The only thing he did right though, Sean.
No, he did not promote no vaccine, yo. He was so busy. He promoted hydrochloroquine. He was out front and steady with hydrochloroquine. That's what he was doing. He had his chest out. I ain't wearing no mask. He was all that. I ain't wearing no mask. I got this hydrochloroquine. He was on all that. So we can't sit here and say that he was just promoting a vaccine, yo. It's when he kept getting corrected by scientists, and they kept on saying, yo, you wrong. You wrong again. You wrong again.
Yeah,
you're still wrong.
You and Steve K are bananas. He always promotes.
Nah, how am I bananas, yo? When we got the dang on how when the evidence sit here and says that the man promoted hydrochloroquine, we sit here and did whole shows on him with this stupid stuff. Yeah. So why is we sitting here?
You were calling him out all at the beginning of this year, so you can't play dumb now. You can't pretend like you weren't calling out Trump earlier this year, yo. Somebody gonna go back and clip what you said.
Y'all know what I like though? Y'all know what I like? That we have an intelligent audience here. And an intelligent audience can absolutely see what they're doing here. They continue to talk about the hydrochloroquine. They continue to talk about the mask, but what they're not talking about is that man promoted the damn vaccine. I don't care if he talks about shit off the wall. I don't care about that, but he always promoted the vaccine. Matter of fact, the vaccine was his go-to. Remember that. That was always his go-to. The mask wasn't his go-to, okay? The hydrochloroquine was something he personally was trying to promote. You know what I'm saying? That nobody listened to even when he got sick, which proves my point even more. But that vaccine thing, let's move on to the next portion of the discussion. There's a societal aspect to this. Just like society, right? The way society is ran, okay? There's the way a culture and civilization is ran. This is the aspect of it where sticking to science might not be the thing you would do all the time. So we understand in science, right? There's a hard line on, what is the best measure in slowing down this virus. And we all know we just bundle up and stay our ass in the house, because if the virus and disease ain't got nobody to go back and forth to, then, yeah, I'm saying, of course, the rate will slow down. But as you stay in the house, bundled down and chilling, right, your bills need to get paid. Industry start to shut down. All these things start to go into play. Now, based off your maturity level as a culture and as a society, right, you might choose to just close this motherfucker down forever. But those who make real decisions understand that that can never be a possibility to keep this joint shut down, to the virus just disappears. You could never do that. Why am I saying this? America is open 24 hours a day. It is based off of industry, trade, and commerce. The whole world. You would be in a damn depression. For me, I'd rather be at work somewhere or be in my business somewhere on my feet and die than trapped up in the house dying from starvation, shooting niggas trying to rob them to get some damn money to pay the bills. So there has to be a happy medium balance between how long you want to shut it down, right? And how many people gonna catch it. See, let me ask this question. Sean, Mr. Sean, question for you, Mr. Sean. Where you at? You working?
I'm listening. Yeah, I'm working, but I'm listening.
Do you have your flu shot? Yes or no?
Yeah, I'm in there.
You got that. How about you, CK? You got your flu shot?
Nah, man, I'm lazy as hell.
Oh, okay. Miss Scientist herself ain't got the flu shot. How about you, Sir Vance?
I've never gotten the flu before.
No. Don't talk me to death. Mr. Vance, have you gotten your flu shot, sir?
I've never had a flu shot.
Oh, there you go. How about you?
Ain't nothing wrong with not having no flu shot yet.
Maybe we just help. Y'all some sickly mother flowers.
Corey, do you have yours?
I got my flu shot, definitely.
Okay, and we know Chef ain't got his. Mr. Kent either. So at this point, don't talk me to death about science. Because
but why? No. Don't jump through that hoop and then don't explain why people ain't got to get that. Nope, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Explain why everybody ain't got to have a flu shot.
I'm gonna do it the way I'm.
Why you not? Why you don't want to educate people on why the flu shot? Everybody ain't got to have a flu shot.
Sean, you know you're kind of losing when you start over talking people, right?
I ain't trying to over talk you. I'm asking, don't have, you know what I'm saying?
Okay,
don't have, give it.
So let me finish. Let me give it the way I give it. Let me reach my conclusions. Like I said, you got your flu shot, so why are you jumping up out there like that? Okay? We're gonna let you give all the explanations you want. My point that I'm making is, do not talk me to death, because flu, N1H1, is a vaccine preventable disease, no matter what y'all say, right? And I am appalled, I'm absolutely appalled that y'all don't have your flu shot, talking all that science shit, talking all that barriers in the house shot. Don't talk me to death on that. So the point I really want to make is that we all have accepted 65,000 people dying per year off of flu. America has accepted that. We don't close down. Back in 1918, when that particular thing came through, you know what I'm saying? They shut it down just like they're shutting it down now. But now we have accepted a certain amount of deaths due to flu. Matter of fact, the American public, we don't even talk about that. Matter of fact, we don't even feel like the flu is dangerous the way the media covers it.
Can you just get to the can you get to the facts, man? Quit saying that this soliloquy, man.
Sean, I just want to finish what I'm trying to say, man. You're not going to get around the fact that flu is a vaccine preventable disease, bro. You can't get around that.
You won't be honest in your conclusion. You're giving us this silhouette.
No. What I'm going to do is I'm going to let you do like you've been doing. You and CK been doing. Y'all going to talk around the point. So go ahead and
I'm not talking around the point. It's simple. They do not have to have the take the flu vaccine. You know that. I know that.
You said
why? Because they do not have to have the flu vaccine.
Who?
Why? There's many. First of all, how many different seasons do we have of the flu?
Every year, once a year, right?
No. How many different flus?
One season.
In a year. When's the flu season? You can have flu season in March.
Yeah. Let me Hey, Chatty Patty, you talking?
We had one scientist an elderly scientist get multiple vaccinations of the flu. He had it in, he took a flu shot in October, and he took a flu shot around like April or somewhere, so like that. People's like, why are you getting multiple flu shots? Well, the expectancy of the flu only lasts so long.
Facts.
So knowing that, most people are not required to get a flu vaccination. It is highly recommended. But it is not required.
Never was required. At no point. Coronavirus vaccine won't be required. That ain't the point, Sean.
That needs to be required.
Yeah.
The amount of people not wearing a mask, it needs to be required. This is
well, that's a mandate. That's a mandate, and that's the way to implement that. Right? Absolutely, the way to implement that. But since we live in America, they're gonna implement it the way they implement it. And governments and depending on the administration, they gotta change to do what they want to do. What I will go ahead, Corey, you want to add something before that?
I have a question based on that statement though.
Yeah, you're gonna change.
I wonder what difference. No. I'm staying on topic. Unlike you, Mother Flower, taking us the flu shots. But anyways,
you don't know why I said that, though, CK?
My question is this, sir.
You don't know why I said that flu shot? With the reason behind what I said? Because y'all up here science to death, but yet y'all ain't taking a vaccine. Goddamn going vaccine.
Like I said, you go on the logical fallacies to make your point. Anyways.
The
question that I have though, for everybody, is what difference is not making, I know I'm wording this wrong in my head. What difference does it make as to why we have the other vaccines, the ones that you take when you're an infant into like the age of like what 13-ish or whatever. Like why are those mandatory versus why we wouldn't make this particular vaccine mandatory, despite a lot of people tend to have a lot of issues even after they recover from the coronavirus.
They're not mandatory. Those not mandatory. You don't got to give your kids those in the hospital. Not at all. Oh shit. Yeah, you don't got to give them. They're not mandatory.
I guess they are, because if you go to a public school.
Hey, Moo, come on, Moo.
I guess that's fair. That's fair. Never mind then. I retract my question.
Yeah, they not.
I think it should be though, because it's like, yo, man, some of these viruses, oof.
You gotta have to go into public schools. You gotta have your shot, or they used to give you that.
Yeah, same thing for daycares as well. They have to have their shot.
Yeah, because
that's probably partially why they don't want to allow people to just be babysitting people's kids like that when you get over a certain amount of kids. Because then the kids aren't vaccinated, then you have all these kids, somebody taking care of them in their house, and they ain't their kids, and and then they're not following certain regulations and blah, unsanitary conditions, infection control.
Well, how about somebody in the chat room say most people still work during the shutdown. A lot of people was working during the shutdown, but not enough. Traffic cleared up, the ozone layer started to clean, all that when that shut down. But the point I want to make is that needs to be known that there's always was going to be. Don't let the Democrats fake you out. It's always going to be a tough decision on how many deaths are you willing to take? How many deaths are you willing to stand? You know what I'm saying? Like there has to be a decision made there. You can't stay shut down.
Why not? Other countries, they gave their citizens like $1,000 every month until for months later. Our government be throwing away money, yo. They just be printing money out of like thin air. But they couldn't make sure that people that lost their jobs, you got to realize like businesses were already going bankrupt at the beginning of this year before this COVID shit happened. So like once they shut everything down, like even though, yes, they reopened it back up, yo, I'm seeing businesses still shutting down left and right. Like people don't lost their jobs. People don't lost money.
From what?
And then
what?
If Trump had his way and got rid of Obamacare, the Affordable Health Care Act, people wouldn't be able to get health care now because now pre-existing conditions aren't protected anymore if he got his way.
And that's another whole conversation. Obviously, that didn't happen. I think the point. Where you at, Chef? He pops in and pops out. Who typed? That's got. I think is that Sean. You typing? All right.
Who's that? That's Sean.
Yeah, I was typing, but I muted.
All right,
He writing the book.
You. Go ahead. Write the damn book. Boy, there you go. Don't put me in the book. That goddamn he pro-Trump. I can see it now. That ain't even the truth. Go ahead, Chef. What you got for us real quick there?
Man, look, I don't understand you in this Trump shit. Like,
oh, wow. You should. You should really understand Matt. You should know well, Matt. You should get it. By now, everybody should clearly get it. That my point has been proven. You should just get it. My point has been proven. That no matter how racist he is.
Why do you think your point's been proven,
Because I've always said that the guy wasn't the daggone big bad wolf. He couldn't run the whole country like everybody said. He didn't have as much power as y'all all claim he did. Because if he did, we wouldn't have had none of this shit. We'd be done for real. If he had all of
who said he had
the hydrochloric thing, whatever it's called, that shit would have been on the corner sold. All that would have occurred if he ever. Who said it? The damn pseudos said it. The daggone miseducation people, the miseducated people said it, Chef. They was making it seem like he could do more. He could never do as much as he could do. He could never do all that shit that everybody thought. He never could do that. There's rules and regulations for that. That was my whole point.
But doesn't he create a climate of miseducation? So the same thing that you fight in this community about, you're giving Trump a pass for. So when you go off on Phil Valentine and them for creating a climate of misinformation, you feel me, and anti-science with their rhetoric and their what you call it?
Foolery.
With their celebrity, right? Who's a bigger celebrity in America more than fucking the president? You feel me? So he can do all that. The same people that you fight against, right? In this community, Trump is one of them, but you want to give him credit. That's like, you want to give him credit because American government works kind of, sort of, without him. You feel me?
The Most High just cut you off, yo.
Go align them chakras, Sheffrin.
Line them chakras. You was starting to
some rock, son.
You was starting. You was starting.
We can't hear you, Sheffrin.
It was a little bit going far. You stretch.
Damn! Did he run out of words?
Yeah, he was kind of making it seem like that I wasn't back. So, all right, let's address that. Okay, so it almost sounded good, right? So if Phil Valentine had the power to put in place a vaccine, or if Phil Valentine had the power, you know what I'm saying, to close borders and all that, but yet talk shit, then I would have to give him credit for being anti-scientific, but I would still have to give him credit for actually promoting the vaccine. Like, what? But since Phil and them, matter of fact, y'all make the argument that, Phil and them, you know what I'm saying, they kind of, they good for the community. I've heard y'all say that. I've heard y'all actually say that Phil, you know what I'm saying, that, he's an elder and so y'all gave that nigga a pass too. I ain't trying to do that. But I'm not giving Trump a pass.
I ain't giving him no pass.
I'm simply saying that none of the shit y'all keep saying he could do, he just couldn't do. He couldn't stop us from promoting a scientifically safe vaccine. So based off what y'all saying, I don't even think y'all gonna take the coronavirus vaccine because it was through Trump's administration. And y'all don't fuck with Trump, so why fuck with the vaccine? See, it's all kind of ways to put this. Look, I didn't put the thing in the chat. Y'all talking too much. Y'all talking to death, man. Hold on, man. Put this in here again. The chatty patties. Moo, where you at? Everybody talk crazy. All right, there you go. So now, man, Trump ain't getting no pass on that anti-scientific jargon he be talking about. He ain't getting no pass on that conspiracy theory. Nope, he ain't getting no pass on none of that. He gets no passes for me. Not at all. He's a nut. But all I'm saying is, he's a nut, all right. Sure is. There's what it is. Y'all just can't bring y'all lips to say it. Operation Warp Speed was successful. Y'all just can't say it. You gonna admit that, CK? You gonna admit that?
Hell to the no for obvious reasons.
Well, hold
Like,
on.
the people, it's like what I said initially.
Hold on. Let's not be premature.
The link do
because
work.
the science on it tomorrow or next week can turn around and change.
Okay, I agree with you.
Let's be patient.
Okay.
And don't jump out the window, and then you know what I mean, because it looks good right now. But when more research is done and when it's available for more people, you already know what they're gonna do. They are still gonna be collecting data. They're gonna be looking for how people, you know, respond to it. You know, they could not test when it gets out to the communities, and then it could be withdrawn.
Yeah, all that being said, Sean, I totally agree with you with that, brother. But as of
but right now, it is something to applaud for the strides that have been made along this last almost year dealing with this dude.
Scientific. All I'm saying is just call him lucky, man. That don't mean I'm supporting the guy. You know what I'm saying? That just means I'm just saying what it is. Like, how could that happen? I'm saying it happened because he doesn't have the power to change America into a pseudo-scientific America. He never had that power. That's why I never was ever worried about that stuff.
Hey, he tried, yo. And his followers think the election was rigged, yo.
Yeah, all of that, yes.
So his influence is
What
heavy.
about when them people get in positions of power?
Yeah, that's different. Now, see, now you're talking something different. Now you're talking, he spoke to the pseudo-scientific, he did. Like, that he did. He had the voice of the pseudos. Look at pseudo. Young Pharaoh, that's his main man. See? So, yeah, he speaks to the pseudoism. He takes advantage of that. I totally agree with you. Totally agree. Now, I wouldn't vote for him. I'm just saying. I'm just simply saying that I don't know how everybody missed goddamn Biden. I don't see how everybody just let Biden creep through the door. I don't see how. I don't get that. I don't get the play on the color. Oh, she's black.
What if Biden does something that's so impressive in his administration? I'm not saying that he is. I'm not saying that he is. But what if he does something so impressive that you have to take some of your stuff back?
I'm not taking it back because I got dudes just coming home. You can never take that back. Okay. People actually miss their families, bro. Watch their daughters grow up and end up in college because of $5 grand crack cocaine. Come on, man.
If Biden signs something into law that furthers your children's education, your friends was just a sacrifice.
What?
Collateral damage. It's collateral damage. It's collateral damage in the streets. It's collateral damage in the streets. If one of your mans get hit when they aiming at you.
Oh man, friendly fire, bro.
Correct. They was aiming at you, but they hit your mans.
Boy, you crazy.
Nah, I'm saying we got to look at this thing all the way around. What if he give you reparations? What you gonna say? My mans ain't coming home. I still ain't rocking with him.
hey, Robert Ryan, let me see. Hey, Robert Ryan, yo, you got the link, man?
Yeah. No, that's not the correct link on.
That's not?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
I got you.
All right, put the real one in there. That's the one from last show. Yeah, y'all be hating hard, man. Stop hating, man, on science, man. Damn, Robert. You man.
Yo, like I said, I'm not happy that Biden is president, but we definitely need to celebrate for Trump getting up out of here, though, man. Let's get some drinks. Let's get some vodka, yo. Let's get some wings. Let's get it. Man, rub it all in those Trump supporters' faces, man. Rub it all the way in. Show no mercy, son. No mercy.
Trump said they stole it, man. He said they cheated.
He's pseudo. Trump is he's a pseudo king for real. He's a pseudo.
I'm not gonna lie, he was super entertaining, but scary at the same time.
He was definitely entertaining.
Yeah, hey, I enjoyed the president's debate. I thought I was looking at Sarnetta TV with that one. That was a good one. Y'all won.
I wasn't expecting Biden to be coming back at him like that either. I was like, ooh. He was like, you're a liar, you're a clown. I was like, oh Lord.
Yeah. Hold on. CK, real quick. I want to answer a question in the chat. So your man's Biden is coming in and he's giving a student loan forgiveness, yo, to people. Yeah. But he's only doing a certain amount. He's doing like 10 grand.
What?
So if you owe 20 grand and you know what I'm saying, he's taking 10 grand off of it. He's taking 10 grand off the top.
I like that. That's my man.
It's not enough, man.
Look, he said it's my man.
That's my man.
Hey, he already said he's sorry about the crime bill and he gonna make up for that.
Man,
you know?
But I'm not gonna lie though. Think about it, everybody. He has 4 years.
That, Corey.
Hey, that's all you, huh?
I'm just saying, like, he has 4 years
when he
to
did his presidential
yeah.
his candidacy speech or whatever.
And he said all that, yo. I'm just saying you can't give back a person his life, yo. How about this is what y'all don't know.
Well, he can make up for the future though. I mean, like
he can do
and
better.
that's all we can do that's all he can do at this point, is understand that he made a big time mistake and it's time to
it seems like they learned from that too.
Y'all familiar with the death penalty? I did some study on the death penalty. And disproportionately, once again, Black people die from the death penalty. Crazy. Crazy, y'all. I did a
well, that's due to
Atlanta show
racism.
So I'm just letting y'all know, man, all that was
but death penalty
you can't blame on that.
Though,
that's not fair.
Let's go state to state.
It wasn't that people got locked up more, they had tougher sentencing, is what got
due to racist judges.
No, they used a crime bill based off of that. Come on, man, y'all trip.
To give people the death penalty?
Yeah,
I'm not trying to back Biden out of it or nothing like
yeah. Give it to him like y'all give it to Trump. See, I don't see that same energy. See, y'all must say had no family who went to jail for a little bit of crack. Y'all know they wasn't no big time.
I was facing 50 years myself, so you know what I mean? I ain't, like I said, I'm not giving them no pass on that. What I'm saying is the man said he's sorry, and that's all I mean, you can't ask for him.
That's the first step.
That's the first step. Why not give them some money back? Hey, where you at, champ? Where you at, man? Come on, unmute yourself.
They're not finna give no criminals no money.
Oh, now they criminals.
I mean, most people that are drug users tend to commit criminal offenses.
Once their record is expunged, they won't be criminal.
So
he got to let them non-violent drug offenders out of jail, and
I agree with that.
You know what I'm saying? And he got to get him something. You know what I mean? Some kind of money. You know what I mean? Like he got to give him something.
So are y'all trying to tell me that opioids aren't more dangerous than crack cocaine? Y'all know better, right? Y'all
definitely.
Okay.
You got to look at Nigeria and know better than that. Because Lean took over that like crazy and it's killing folks.
Man, you just came in, man. You ain't even speaking up. You just came in talking.
Who was that?
Just came in talking. He didn't introduce himself. He just came in talking. Unmute yourself, sir.
Hey, what's going on? Peace, my bad. I mean, jump in not like that. It's Camp Caillou.
How you doing, brother? So what's your side of this story here? We listen. Let's go. Give it to me. Give me the business. What's good?
I mean, I'm kind of with you, man. I mean, I don't know if people understand the office of the presidency. You know what I mean? Like these are executive decisions. Like they make executive decisions. That's what they do. It'd be like, you look at it like a basketball team. The owner or the GM does stuff that you might not necessarily see on court, but there are big plays being made.
Yeah, you're right. It's not just one person. It's not just the one guy, man. It's not, yo. Yeah, he's very influential. He's all that. Okay, I hear you. Pseudo is his name. Oh, I get it. Conspiracy guy. Yeah. Nobody's listening to him. He's going to be out of the White House. Well, when he got to be gone, though? Yeah, he's supposed to be gone until January, right?
I think it's like January 20th or some craziness.
Yeah.
That's why I said, yo.
He's gonna be gone then.
He gonna mess us up, yo, while he in there, because he gonna be too busy trying to goddamn do all this. He trying to pardon his kids. He trying to pull troops out of somewhere that don't need to come out just yet. He doing all kind of craziness, and the whole government is scared now. They like, yo, we don't know what this dude gonna do during this lame duck season.
Replacing people. You're doing too much.
He firing people. Now he trying to hire people that he trying to put people in position for people he just fired. Oh, you messed up voter registration. I'm gonna fire you. Let me.
But you know what the most egregious thing Trump did that, you know, people like him because he's
Momo, hold on. Hey, Momo, hold on. Come on, introduce yourself. Don't just dive in with the loud mic, man. Introduce yourself. How you doing, brother?
My bad. Peace and black African power to the whole panel.
Okay. So where you at? You beat me up or what you doing? How we doing? I just want to hear it first.
Like, see this, I'm gonna say this first, because I really think that you have such a hate for Joe Biden that's the reason why you
I don't hate Joe
the way you do.
I don't hate.
I'm like, I hate Joe Biden, and you know why? Because he was really he deserves it because I watched a lot of his old interviews and did research on him. He bragged about wanting to make sure that we got more time, and the states wanted the rights to have to keep their they wanted the inmates to be able to do less time to be able to get out with good time. Biden tried to make it so that it was like like the feds across the board, meaning that everybody had to do 85% of their time at least. So Biden was bragging about that. Like, man, I'm the dude that's out here trying to make sure these people stay in jail and this, that, and the third. So we have no reason to have no love for Biden. But this is what makes your argument so weak. You can't name not one person in this chat or on this panel or probably in your personal life that can say, I voted for Joe Biden because I like Joe Biden. Trump is the reason that Joe Biden won. Biden was probably the most horrible candidate out of all of them, and he won because Trump was so terrible. Okay. As far as the coronavirus, this is the most egregious thing that Trump did that y'all haven't even mentioned. He knew back in I think early February or January that this was going to be a dangerous pandemic. But you know what he did? He called his billionaire buddies on Wall Street and told them so that they can save their money while telling the American public that it was nothing to worry about, it was a hoax, and downplayed it. So millions of Americans, citizens, lost income, a lot of them lost their lives, and just their all-around well-being because Trump didn't give them the same warning he gave to his billionaires to help them save their money.
All right. There you have it.
Hey, to be fair, see, like you always gotta be fair though, right? To be fair, a lot of Congress members had got that same intel. Now they didn't get it from Trump, but they had the same heads up, and they poured their stocks and money out of the bank too, and they didn't take a hit like all the rest of the American citizens too. That's called insider trading. But then nobody really said about it because everybody did it. Like the Republicans and the Democrats did it. So everybody kind of hushed about it. But really, they all broke the law right there. That's called insider trading. There's a lot of people that's doing a lot of time for that. You know what I mean?
They're all crooks. They're all crooks. I'm trying to.
That's just fair. That's just being fair. I'm not saying one is right and the other one. I'm just trying to be fair. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I just picked one crook to beat up. They all crooks. I know a crook when I see it.
But you got to use a crook to catch a crook.
Gotta use a crook to catch a crook. Gotta use a crook to catch a crook. I just didn't appreciate the way the whole black nation was just buying themselves to death. Wasn't based off his policies. It was just I just hate Trump. Some of that. So what I'm saying is, as we mature as a community, let's just start looking at the issues. Let's do that for real. That's all I want is let's not. What I don't like is I don't like the scientific racism. What's the scientific racism? Right? That the color of your skin denotes a race. So whenever you say, well, if you don't vote for him, you're not black, you're using the scientific racism on yourself. This is racism, white supremacy, Mongoloid, Caucasoid, right? And Negroid. You use that same thing to vote for a guy. You use the same thing to vote for the system. All right? The same logic, right? that's been debunked. It's used the same thing that caused you 500 years of slavery in North America. Now it's okay to use it because you don't like Trump and we're gonna vote for him. Using that unscientific approach. Nah, I ain't like that. So I decided to beat up on Biden because everybody else was over there. All right. So yeah, that's why I did that the way I did that. But you won't find a post on Facebook when I'm saying, shout out to Trump. Yo, he the man, vote for Trump. You won't find a post like that. You'll just see me beating up on Biden. Stop getting mad. Because I'm beating up on Biden.
Yo, the way I see it is Biden is not the president yet until January 20th. Once it gets January, then we can start going in on him.
Yeah, everybody
He's gonna get his work.
Here you go.
So he better severely impress these next 4 years. He better do some amazing.
It ain't gonna be hard to do better. It ain't gonna be that hard for him to do better than dude, man. Diplomatically, he's gonna do better than dude. This dude ain't even in the White House, and he already on the phone with foreign leaders.
Yeah.
That's a violation of the Hatch Act. That's a violation of the Hatch Act.
Is it?
Yeah, it is.
Man, they calling him, congratulating him, bro.
Yeah.
You know, violation.
It's only one leader. It's only leader at a time in America, and he's
right. He just can't. Yeah, he just can't guide. They can congratulate him though.
Like if people really understand military science, they'll see what's going on. Whether you like Biden or not, it's a coup going on. You know what I mean? When you see somebody undermining, you know, the office of president still trumps to the 20th, like she said. Like whether we like it or not, the man's still in office and stuff like that. Open violation of the Hatch Act, and open illegal. You know what I mean? It's just what it is. No matter who doing it.
But see, Cam, this is the issue, bro, with people like you. And
wait. We're gonna give my man a chance to just came on the panel. Hold on for a minute, please. Peter.
A lot can happen, yo, from here to January.
Where you at, Peter? Unmute yourself.
Hey, because Haskell, bro.
What's going on, Peter? Back
Ain't too much, man. I'm shopping right. Hey, I'm shopping right now. I'm gonna come back in.
Y'all say Peter back.
Make sure you wear your mask, Haskell.
Put your mask on. I know you know Haskell ain't gonna wear no mask.
Well, you'll be okay. Put the damn mask on. Yeah. Get you one of them cool Wolverine-looking masks.
Go ahead, Big Mac.
He must have been in the county or something. They got them bag juices in the county, man. I know about.
Man. Oh man.
Go ahead. Or you done for that one?
Basically, what I'm saying is that when Kemp talk about, oh, well, you can't exchange information, within 2 days of Trump winning the presidency, the Obama administration exchanged information with him, and they started the process of transitioning for Trump's presidency. In every other election, literally every other election, it's gone the same way up until now. So when Trump beat Hillary by the same margin that Joe Biden beat him in this election, none of the conservatives brought up any of those arguments when Trump won. So when y'all say this stuff, my question is, why wasn't it an issue when Trump won? Why is it all this? If this is illegal, this is not right, and this and that. Y'all had a completely different tune, a 180. Why is that?
It's simple. It's called knowing the law and having due diligence to seek your options. You know, if Trump doing something illegal, go lock him up, drag him out the White House. Nobody doing that. Everybody talking about Trump doing this, Trump doing, where the law let him do it. That's what he told you on the bet.
When was the last time a president got arrested?
No, hold on.
Well,
the craziness that Nixon did, he didn't get arrested.
That's why they ain't doing nothing, because Bill Barr is his guy. He ain't doing nothing.
Just like Eric Holder was Obama guy. Like, y'all, is it illegal to be friends with your attorney general?
Oh no, man! I don't like the way you try to slide Eric in there like he was just somebody that was just really Obama guy. Obama had somebody before Eric. There was somebody. There was no problem with a transfer of power or information.
Wasn't nobody
situation. So he can be the sitting president. That don't mean anything. But nobody has had. You brought up Hillary Clinton. Hillary didn't do nothing but concede, bro.
You guys see what Eric Holder Hands was in.
Hillary Clinton didn't do nothing but concede.
You talking about people that don't matter. I'm talking about Eric Holder because he's
you brought up Hillary Clinton, not me, not nobody else. You brought up Hillary Clinton. She called dude and conceded the election saying that he won. She wasn't a sitting anything. She conceded.
Hillary never conceded the election, bro. What is you talking about?
She called him and
she called him and she said it publicly. Are you what kind of weed you smoke, bro?
What kind of weed you smoke? So you telling me
I don't smoke. I never did a drug in my life.
Investigation. What was crime?
I never did a drug in my life. There's a reason why I asked you that. Because you got to be high on something if you don't think this lady called. She called the man that night. She called that man that night and conceded over the phone, and then she went public.
I put $100 on cash.
Then she went public. And what we're talking about is a transfer of power. There's always been a respective transfer of power among presidents.
Hold on, everybody chill. Look, we talking over each other, yo. We can't do that. That's not what we're doing, no matter how excited we get. We want to have an intelligent conversation, man. We don't want to have the presidential debate. They was cutting each other off. We seeing how Europeans act. We don't.
Hillary didn't concede the night of the election. I put $100 on cash out right now. That's what I'm about. I ain't about
my cash app is K $KSLP 1020. I need my money. I need my money.
I put 500 on it. I put 500.
I want my money.
That what?
Hey, he's saying source up, Sean.
Source up.
Hillary Clinton called Trump and conceded.
On election night.
No,
conceded.
We got money on the line now.
Pull it up. I got $100 cash.
Wait a minute.
I need my money. $. Dollar sign. Hold on. Let me hold on.
Let's
make my money on. Let me make my money on.
Hold on. Let's hear what it is. Let's hear what it is, though. What do you saying? You saying on election night she didn't call?
Hillary Clinton.
She called and conceded. I got the dang on message.
Why wouldn't she concede? She lost the electoral college.
Yeah, y'all didn't bet that, did y'all? She did. She did call him up, though.
Yeah, bro. We bet he owed me $100.
Who won popular vote now?
Hillary Clinton.
So why would she concede on election night when the electoral vote ain't until December?
No, the electoral, the count, they can count just like Joe Biden right now. He got 300 and something electoral votes. So there's no way for Trump to win.
Says right? Who?
Huh? Are you looking at my screen?
Each state.
Are you looking at my screen?
Call them in already.
You got because I got it up here on the screen right here.
Pull it up.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna stop sharing.
Y'all just throwing around money, man.
Hey, that man not about to pay you no money, Sean.
I wanted this dude to explain his
KSLP 1020. KSLP 1020.
When is election day? When is election day, bro? You owe me 100.
KSLP 1020. When she lost the race, she conceded via phone call. And she came out in public and stood in front of all them people, all her fans, everybody who voted for her, and said it.
Hey, bro, it's right there up top where it says she called him in the middle of the night to concede. It's there.
On election day.
Where is that?
Keep in mind, the night of the election, Hillary Clinton congratulated Donald Trump on his win in the middle of the night after the election on November 8th, 2016. She formally conceded before noon of November 9th.
And when is election day?
She conceded.
Moving,
no matter what it was, she lost the presidency and conceded.
Man,
bro.
Man, put it back. Put it back. Why you keep moving? Who keep doing it?
My bad. Go ahead. There you go.
All right,
you said on election day. I ain't gonna even take your 100. Just say you wrong.
Come on, hold on. Slow down. Momo, stop. Hillary Clinton congratulated Donald Trump on his win in the middle of the night after Election Day on November the 8th. She formally conceded before noon on November the 9th. So, okay. So what was the debate? What was the bet? That's what I was trying to get y'all to make it clear before y'all.
He said she didn't concede.
On election night, bro. Don't sit here in front, bro. We got the video.
He said that she did not concede.
Said on election night. So what? Okay, it says, let's see, Donald Trump on his win in the middle of the night after Election Day. Oh shit! After Election Day.
Yeah. If I could jump in right quick.
Election day, because they wouldn't have had the votes counted. They wouldn't have had all the votes counted yet. So she wouldn't have conceded on election day.
Right. So by midnight would have been the next day, but that's a technicality, bro.
No,
trying to get out of it.
He was using though. That's the technicality he was using.
He need to pay that man his $100.
He owed me $100.
No,
man. I clearly said,
Trump, listen. Ain't no technicality. She called a man as soon as it was called, bro, in the middle of the night. When she could do it, she couldn't do it while they still counting votes. She still thought she had a chance.
Who
calling somebody on the same? Now, once it ran rampant, she conceded. She called him in the middle of the night.
You crazy.
Ain't that what he said though? I thought he was trying to make I actually thought he was trying to make that point though. I knew he was getting technical on you. That's why I said, yo, everybody.
He wasn't getting no technical. I wasn't letting him get technical on me, Unc. That's why I kept saying she called and conceded. He started changing. If you go back and play the video, he starts to change his position. I never said to none of that. I said I want my $100 because she conceded.
No, you said
You
said she ain't asked about no recount or doing all that stuff. I said it's Trump powers too.
She conceded.
For one, you said I brought up Hillary Clinton and I never did.
You did bring her up because you said,
dude, bro. Come on now. I got a good memory. I ain't mentioned Hillary Clinton before.
Okay.
He brought her up. I ain't even mentioned
the point is that any exchange of power has not been a problem.
The election is being contested. Why would he exchange power? Do that make common sense? That's like you doing
okay. Guess what? I guess you still think it's being contested when four of the states, the cases against the states have been withdrawn.
Hey, Sean.
It's over.
Hold on, Sean. This is what I want to ask though. So is Trump fashion right now, right? So what I want to ask you is it illegal to do what he's doing right now? Does he have the right to sue different states? Does he have a right to get a recount and all that? That's all I want.
Yeah, he has a right to file for a recount in any state.
So it's not tactical.
No. Let me finish. He has a right to file for a recount, but he claimed. Listen to me, let's make sure we're clear. He claimed voter fraud.
Yes.
He said that there was fraud during the election. So the courts, the judges rejected his claims in 4 states. He needed all four of those states to agree with him to let him go forward to hold up the election.
You look at the pre-trial motions for one. Those they haven't even been presented in court yet. You're looking at pre-trial motions to extend time.
No, they already rejected all of those claims out of hand.
Pre-trial motions, bro. They haven't even seen the cases yet.
The judges laughed out of court.
This is misinformation, bro.
They don't even have a case. They don't even have nothing to go on.
Okay, show me the docket number where he lost a case. Show me the judgment. You're looking at pre-trial motions.
He only won in Pennsylvania. I'll tell you the one he won. He won the one in Pennsylvania where
he
they
won none either, bro. He haven't won nothing. He haven't lost nothing because they haven't been to court yet.
Bro, they ain't been to court.
You do realize you have to have evidence, though. You can't just be making crazy claims. The judge go throw that shit out, yo.
Right, freeze. Just because y'all got the now. Hold on for a minute. Hold on. I'm not yelling.
Y'all make stuff up.
Listen, y'all gotta talk, right? So Trump is doing what Trump always does. He says one thing out of his mouth, and then he does something else totally different. So it is his right to sue and do all that, right? But then he just talk crazy shit. And I think we get those things blurred. The reality is, right, he has the right to sue. He has the right to ask for recounts and all that. They recount them in Georgia now. Now, the nonsense about his fraud, that's him. And I'm gonna tell you what I think he's doing. He's just trying to get his loyal following all the way behind him. So when he make a move on something else he's doing, they got that dude gonna leave in January like he's supposed to. He's just going out like Trump go out. Y'all can't see that? It's clear as day what he doing.
Well, why did he did the same thing in 2016? He said the elections were rigged.
Yeah, he's a shit-o guy, man. He's a shit-o guy.
And for me, it ain't about a Trump thing. I just like to be correct. I don't like to see the black community galvanized behind, you know what I mean, a carrot and a donkey type stuff.
Correct. I appreciate the correct facts.
You know what I mean?
Appreciate the correct facts then. Because 4 states rejected.
Who the proper publica? Who is that? ProPublica. Who is that?
Pull up the article you got.
I'll look them up real quick.
That's the ProPublica. I never heard of ProPublica.
He can't find a judge who will ignore facts.
What you talking about?
See,
ProPublica. I see.
It's independent nonprofit.
Who is that?
This is the issue right here, bro. Like we hear what you saying. What you say, like Trump has the right to sue. Everybody know that. But with people like Kemp, you gotta understand. See, you know, y'all being a lot nicer to them, but these people are really in a cult, bro. You can sit there and give them facts, and they will ignore it because they listening to Trump's side. This is the thing.
I listen to
went to court to try to say this is voter fraud. The courts threw it out. Anybody that's ever been to court will tell you when you present the case, when the police or anybody present the case, they have to present evidence to say that there even is a case in the first place. The judges have told him you have no case. Those are facts. Those are not
based on what?
Hold on. Those
based
are not
on what?
And when you have
the burden of proof, sir.
Like there's people like Kemp, they come in here and basically he talks about speculation and he puts up that speculation stuff up against facts, and these people are idiots.
You're talking good, but a signed affidavit is evidence. I don't know what the hell y'all on. You know what I mean? They got
recanted, sir.
You know what I mean? Why? I mean, do y'all?
Hey, Mumu.
An affidavit.
Hey, Mumu.
It's under the threat of perjury. That's lawful.
Hey, Mumu.
That's not Mumu speaking.
Hey, Mumu. Y'all, so y'all saying it was
is that Haskell? What's up, my man? I didn't even know that was you, Haskell.
Haskell diving in. What's up, Haskell?
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I'm saying that they counted these votes. The only place he got some action in was I think in Georgia they doing a recount, and in Philly they said they were supposed to separate some of the votes that came in via mail or something like that, but they still get counted. So the argument that Trump supporters are trying to make is that there was voter fraud and there was some illegal votes, in which the courts are saying, no, none of these votes are illegal, in which in every election, by the way, there is voter fraud on a small scale. That's in every single election we've ever had. There's always a couple hundred out of most, you know what I mean?
Hey, Mumu.
Yeah, he can hear you loud.
Yo, now I wanted to ask a question. When he said the courts threw it out, that would intimate that it was a summary judgment.
A judge.
That's what.
No, you right. Go ahead. My bad. You killing me.
I was saying anything short of a summary judgment can't be characterized as being thrown out. So I see there's a source on the screen. I like to see what the details are in terms of when they say it's been largely rejected. What does that mean exactly? There's been a summary judgment saying, hey, this is out of there, or what exactly happened?
Why y'all keep moving?
That means is that if I'm trying to sue you, if I say that you beat up my cousin and you stole my watch, and I take you to court, we have to provide evidence, that some sort of evidence to make them think okay, are we even going to hear this case based on the evidence that's provided? Like, is there a reason for us to think that this could have happened? After that, then they got to decide. Then they got to decide. Well, let's see if it actually did happen because we have reason to think that it could have happened. The courts have decided what y'all brought to us could not have happened.
Right, and Mumu, that's my question. Hold on a second. Hold on. That's my question because in the example you just gave, if there was no grounds for the claim that I'm bringing, then the court would issue a summary judgment, and that would be the end of the case. That would be the adjudication. So if that's what you're saying is happening in this case with the Trump thing, is that what y'all saying happened? It's been a summary judgment passed. It's been adjudicated. It's over with.
It's over with. That's what we saying.
Threw it out because it was frivolous. They didn't have evidence.
They haven't seen
it. Yeah. CK, I don't know if y'all listen to what I'm saying.
I hear you.
Listen to the example Mumu just gave, right?
It don't matter what it don't matter.
If it's no evidence, there's still a procedural way they go about it. The judge issues a summary judgment saying this thing has no merit. There's nothing to substantiate this whatsoever. It's out of here. That's a summary judgment, official record. That's how that's done. I'm saying
exactly what happened.
If that's the case, is that what has happened? Where's the source? Show me that.
What happened, man?
Because I'm telling you what happened. They only seen pretrial motions denied and not no.
Look at my screen, man, because y'all doing too much.
Somebody show me judgment. Somebody show me that.
State of Michigan in the 3rd Judicial Circuit Court for the County of Wayne. Held on November 13, 2020. You keep asking for stuff, and I'm sourcing up in y'all face. Quit talking.
Can we interrogate the source? Can we see what it's saying in the order?
I'm gonna give it to you. I'm gonna tell you where to go. Start here. I'm gonna give it to you in the back chat. When you start here, you're gonna click on this first blue thing that you see right here. A Michigan State judge has rejected.
Yeah, the link. I got it.
Yeah. So I'm finna give it to you.
Click on it right now, Sean. We could.
Nah, I'm finna put it in there. There you go. I want everybody to have it.
Yeah, if you turn your phone sideways, it'll be a little bit bigger.
Yeah, yeah, they're doing too much talking for me. So there you go. The judge shoots down the claims. Let's move on. Next.
Hold on. All right, go ahead.
Judges are judges, bro. They pluralizing this thing. Not one judge, not two judges.
But Sean,
because of his claim, Joe, his claim.
What does the order?
Bro, them ain't even Trump lawyers. Them are some Republicans.
The defendants, all content plaintiffs cannot meet the requirements of injunctive relief.
That's not even a Trump lawsuit. You know?
And the court denies motion.
That was local Republicans. Come on, bro.
Oh, okay.
What happened?
I'm confused. I'm not quite sure what you're implying, sir.
That's what I was gonna tell him. Like, that's a county. Trump lawyers fighting on the state and federal level. Come on, bro. You gotta come harder with that.
Okay.
Oh my God. Is that a fake source entered into the discussion?
Boom.
No, it's not a fake. It's not a fake source on what it is. I'm telling you, bro. These people.
Hold on. Have I ever submitted a fake source?
No, I don't mean fake. I mean not actually dealing with a lawsuit. That's what I meant.
No, it is Trump. Like, listen, Trump's people do not believe in facts and logic, bro. It's been proven throughout his whole 4 years as president. You can sit there and watch LeBron make a 3-point shot, and they will say, "Oh man, well they are."
Listen, I put Washington Post.
Sean gave the source. The source.
I put CNN. I put Wall Street Journal. I got Wall Street Journal in the back. I mean, how much more reporting do you want me to do for y'all?
Hey, the thing.
Butter.
She's supposed to make her own with the butter.
Lord, man. What's so hard about finding Trump's
Arizona said that they are dropping charges. What are we doing here? I'm just finna keep on. I'm gonna keep on sourcing up, bro. While you talking, I'm gonna let you talk. I'm just gonna keep on dropping. Every time you open your mouth, bow, I'm gonna hit you in the jaw.
They missing because if everybody click on that CNN article right now, it says local Republicans or Republicans. It doesn't say Trump legal team, defense team, or his lawyer.
On trying.
Why would they file on the county level like state
trying?
State certified election results.
Trump campaign presses election claims in Pennsylvania, Arizona, Michigan, and so on and so forth. Bro, look, keep trying. You ain't gotta stay at one source. Keep going. It's more sources. Keep going. It's more sources.
And they try it on a county level because the counties are the ones counting the votes. You silly
Trump. That's why it's called the county election.
Hold on, everybody freeze 1 second. We're gonna keep on trumping, baby. We're gonna keep on trumping. All right, go ahead. Back to our regular.
Hey, lawyers from the Trump.
Hey, Sean. Hey, let me say something right quick.
Yeah, you're right.
Can y'all hear me? Can I say something right quick?
Go ahead.
Yeah, I just read that source that Sean put in the chat.
You read 13 pages that fast?
I went to the end, man. You know what we do.
Nice. Most likely scam.
Yeah, it's just like reading a scientific paper. You read the conclusion and the method part and all that. So I went to the end just to see what the order was by the judge, and he denied the motion for injunctive relief, denying Trump's team the ability to do an audit and all that. He's saying there wasn't no merits for it. However, at the very end, the very last sentence of the order says, this is not a final order and does not close the case.
Now, guess what?
Well, you're supposed to read the back.
Going source to source.
I think y'all call that a boomerang dagger. That what y'all call it?
Nope. Keep reading sources. You don't stop at one. You keep reading
Can we
sources.
just deal with that one though? We just want to hear about that one.
I got the PDF.
I
didn't start with that. That wasn't my first source.
But
that wasn't my first source.
No, I'm just saying, do we agree with that, or we just gonna throw that out because it ain't sound right? How we gonna do that?
I'm keeping the source.
So I mean, so we agree it's not the end then. You still got some more legal beagle maneuvering.
Yeah, you can keep trying.
It's the end of it. It's the end of it. It's the end of it, but if they come with some more evidence, the judge is saying, look, y'all, it's bullshit, and I'm not listening to that bullshit. Now, if y'all can come back with some more, if y'all got some real evidence, y'all can come back. That's what it's saying. It's not saying, oh, it's still open and we don't know whether they lying or not. The judge said, look, you get the fuck out of here with the bullshit, and when you come back here with some real shit, and then I hear your shit. That's what that's saying, Haskell. Plain and simple. I don't know why y'all trying to make things so complicated.
Like I said, these are
black
pre-trial motions.
It's gray area. It's not
no gray area.
But wait a minute.
Their ability to audit. Hold up. They haven't even brought
this is very important because I think we're going to keep going in circles if we don't make this clear.
No, we're not.
Why?
No. You just ran over.
That was clear.
What he just said, he just made it super clear. Like, I'm
talking about, I want the pseudo to make something very clear.
Hold on for a minute. I'm saying for me.
Thank you.
The evidence he just brought, you know what I'm saying? I gotta ride with that. I gotta ride with the way he just put that.
I mean, that's just plain and simple. You can't make everything seem like it's so blurry and all. It's not blurry. It's real life. We living in reality here, and the judge is living in reality. The judge got to do what the job that the judge has to do. So he's not gonna sit here and play games with you. Come on back. I'm not what that paper saying. What he just said is, look, I'm not saying y'all can't come back. But when y'all come back, y'all better have something to show me, or I'm gonna throw y'all ass out of here again. That's all he's saying. Period. Point blank.
Them Trump supporters came on the block with a VCR trying to get a 20-piece, and the judge said, "Go get some money."
Yeah, exactly. Go ahead, Moo Moo.
And you can come
been
back
telling
and
the truth all night. Y'all ain't been listening to him, man. He been telling the truth.
And move on. So can we agree that really Trump is uncouth in his whole way he's doing what he's doing? We can agree it's just some uncouth shit he's doing, right? Whether it's legal or not, it's uncouth. I get that.
I agree with that. That's fact.
I mean, that sounds too much like feelings. Do Trump hurt our feelings? Like, what's too cool? You know what I mean?
I said,
Hey, by the way, whatever happened to when Trump was talking all that shit about, oh yeah, I'm gonna lock Hillary up, she a criminal, she finna get locked up, da da da. Then when the election ended, he was just like, you know what? Never mind that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
well, he said the attorney general didn't want to do it, so he had to fire dude.
Yeah, that's bullshit, Corey.
Jeff Sessions.
That's some good cop. That's some
Hold on,
Corey. That's some
Haskell.
Yeah.
Do you want to deal with this? Do you want to deal with the Supreme Court document?
Let's
In
go.
the Supreme Court of the United States Republican Party of Pennsylvania petition averse Kathy Boovock her official capacity of Pennsylvania Secretary of State. And then it goes on to talk about the motion of Donald J. Trump for President, Inc. for the leave of interval petitioner. And then it goes on to go through all of that. The last article that I put in the Zoom chat will give you the scribe article, and it goes down. So now we can go to, you know, you can deal with that if you want to.
What that says?
You want to deal with that? Because I put that source in there.
Yeah,
share it, Sean. I don't see it.
All right. I swear I just put it in there, bro. You got to click on the ABC link.
Hold on. Let me look. Hold on.
When you click on the ABC link, it's gonna go down there and it's gonna give you the state of Pennsylvania. I'm gonna repost it. Okay, that right there.
Okay, that AB. Okay, I see it.
Yeah, that one. When you click on that one and you scroll down, it's gonna give you the scribe document of the Supreme Court stuff. They just listen. No matter what, he can do whatever he want to go do. It's not going to change the outcome of the election. He ain't got no way.
Yeah, for real. Like, I don't even want to look. Like Unc said, January, bro, out of there. You know, so I don't. You know what I'm saying? I'm not one of those who trying to say like, yeah, it was rigged and that. Like, he out of there. So whatever is whatever.
Or we can just say we just wanted to be a fair election, and whoever wins if we really don't care. Like, you know what I mean? I see a lot of people like 2-footing around this shit. You know what I mean? You'll see some
what I'm saying is, bro, he doing a lot of posturing right now.
You know what I mean? Like come on now.
Like what you seeing Trump doing with all of this, it's just posturing. It's like WWF, bro. All that contesting shit. He don't really. It's just like when he say he finna lock homegirl up. He don't mean that shit.
I think he do.
What he doing is anti-democratic. He's knocking down the walls of democracy with what he doing. You know what I mean? One thing about America, we always have fair and free elections, and what he doing is trying to tank that. You know what I'm saying? He trying to put some he trying to smear. You know, do a smear campaign on the American democracy, on what we do. This is our private thing. Like he trying to air out our
so we've always
underwear drawer. He trying to expose our underwear drawer, like what we do at our intimate things, you know what I'm saying, to the world, and say we phony with it, you know what I mean? But one thing about the United States, that's the only thing that we do have is fair and free elections, you know what I mean?
Yeah, let me say this, Corey, and this is the point I want to make. When you start blocking the other administration from getting information they're going to need to come in, when you start doing the pseudo ship 1 million, where you throw an idea out there, and you know how the pseudo doers, right? They throw something out that might potentially be true. You know what I'm saying? But don't have nothing to do with that, and they throw it out there. That's what Trump basically doing. He's basically doing like Corey said. He's trying to act like the system don't work. The very system he's using to get credit for damn vaccines is the very system he's trying to downgrade on right now. So yeah, he's a chump for that. He's Trump. He is. He's out of his mind at this point, yo. The fat lady son, he got to just let that shit go, yo. But I think he's doing it so he can show his followers, you know what I'm saying, that he gonna fight to the end so he can come back and get another crack at it. That's what I'm thinking.
He hate vaccines and therapy and medicines, but he lowers the prices for everyone to make it accessible to him. Like, I don't understand that.
No, he don't hate.
No price.
He don't hate vaccine, y'all.
Look.
You lost that point, Sean.
Read the line right here.
What is that?
Nah, he don't hate vaccine. He say that he's gonna he's been advocating for the vaccine.
Man, don't make me put that hydrochloroquine back on the screen where he was advocating for that. All right, so look, thus far the campaign has scored a few wins in court, but none that will have effect on the result of the state. A state court and separately the U.S. Supreme Court ruled that local officials must segregate some ballots in the case deadlines that were extended by the Secretary of State and found to be unconstitutional.
That sounds like a win.
When you look at there ain't no win. When you look at Georgia and when you look at Pennsylvania, they count votes, but what's ending up happening is Biden is winning by more.
So hold on, this guy on the phone, you're a Trump guy, brother?
Nah,
I'm just a fat guy, honestly. You know what I mean? But I just call it how I see it. Somebody show me some fucked up shit on Trump, I call it how I see it. You know what I mean?
Nah, bro, there's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with. I mean, it's fine. I just want to know: are you?
I mean, do you say, am I a Trump guy? I mean, I don't hate him. I don't love him. I mean, he don't affect me. I'm not finna run around town with my skirt on fire screaming Trump invading the world. You know what I mean? Like how people carrying on. I'm not finna move like that.
Yeah, anybody moving
So
like that.
I have a question for Brother
bro. He
Camp.
came on this show to defend Trump.
Come on.
No. See that guy? He wanted to be fugazi, but he know me from Facebook. I be slamming on all their little partners' head and all that. You know what I mean? I'm just a fat guy, like I said. The facts, not me.
Okay, let's talk about facts then. So, Brother Camp, what did the Trump administration do in regards to their lawsuit? What were they suing for?
Pre-trial motions, the ability to segregate ballots, the ability to run ballots to signature verifications, and the ability to have signature experts and some of these other machines validated and inspected. Some of those were won, some of those.
Don't the states already do that when it comes to the mail-in ballots?
And not only that, the judge asked them.
Hold up, we're talking to Camp.
Go ahead.
Do the states already do that, sir?
What you said now?
Do the states already do exactly what you're saying? They check the signatures for the darn mail-in ballots?
They supposed to, but the thing is, it had to be a balance of power. It had to be a Republican and Democrat there. So that's what Trump campaign.
They are there. What do you mean?
That's what his lawsuit saying, that they were blocked out in some areas. That's exactly what he's
saying.
saying.
You know that's why it got thrown out, because the states do check the signatures and they check the date of the birth of all that good stuff in their system. And if you already voted twice, they throw in that second ballot away. And they do have an equal amount of all party members. They have to have the same amount of independent, Republican, and Democrat based upon the people that are registered for those parties in their state. They all have to be in there. You know that, right?
That's why they filed a suit to say that during a certain amount of periods of time they were locked out. So that's why in states like Pennsylvania.
No, you want to know who got locked out? It was the damn Trump supporters trying to bum rush the darn election building. Hence why the darn sheriff's office was barricading stuff up and blocking the area off to prevent them crazy mother flowers from busting up into the darn building. You cannot just let anybody up in the election building. It can only be people that have been pre-screened that are of a particular party to be up in there.
That sounds like a Hollywood movie you talking about. I'm talking about people that was on the
Did you not see the video? Do we need to show a video of all these crazy mother flowers outside the building? You took a video of them trying to break into the place and they had to kick them out.
Poll watchers are selected. I'm not talking about protesters outside. We're talking about verified, certified poll watchers that weren't allowed.
They weren't certified poll watchers. That's why they got kicked out.
Y'all sound like the judge, jury, execution. I'm just telling you why Trump taking it to court. We'll see in court. I don't know.
We already seen in court. And let me say this, CK, just to add to your point. The judge asked them that very question. She asked the lawyers the very question. Did they have equal inspectors in there? And they said, yes, they did. Did they have Republican inspectors in there? They said, yes, they did have Republican inspectors in there. They said, she asked them, well, were they checking the signatures according to how they were supposed, the federal guidelines and this and that? And they said, yeah. So that's when she said, well, what are you here for? What is your case? You know, what are you arguing for? And then they didn't have nothing to say. They literally didn't have nothing to say. Hold on, let me finish. Let me finish, bro. They literally, I'm not saying like they didn't have nothing to say, like what they said was garbage. I mean, they literally had nothing to say when she asked them, well, what are you here for? So then she had to throw it out. If they ain't got nothing, they claiming that they didn't have the equal amount of people in there, but then once they get in court under oath, hold on, bro, let me finish. Because they saying this, hold on, just for 2 more seconds, bro. I know I'm gonna listen to everything you gotta say. Because they saying this on TV that they don't have equal Republicans and Democrats in there, and they wasn't 6 feet. They didn't let them within 6 feet and all that. They saying that on TV, right? But when the lawyers get in the courtroom, they are under oath, and then they took the bar. Once you take the bar test, it's certain guidelines that you have to follow, and you can't be when the judge asks you something, you can't lie to the judge, because then your lawyer's license is at stake. So then they have to tell the truth in court. So that's why they stood there and didn't have nothing to say. They had to tell her the truth. Like, yeah, it's all good. It ain't nothing going on. We just had to say that because this is what my client is paying me to do. I got to get the money. So basically, they didn't have nothing to say. But go ahead, bro. Go ahead. Tell me what this was.
What state?
What this was in Nevada.
Yeah, he want a source on that, Corey.
He want a source on that. Okay, all right, bro. Man,
you ain't provided not one source
you can
yet,
look on
Cam,
CNN or anything.
Neither of you either, Haskell.
I'm just saying.
I can't believe y'all. I can't believe like this. Like I don't know this.
Hey, Corey, they hit you with this. You need a source. I can't believe Corey was sitting
there.
All that.
Hey, you should have never taught us that shit, bro.
Hey, but it's all good though, but that's fine. That is the standard. It's all good, Haskell. I can source up on that. But man, I can't believe like that. That's why they've been the laughing stock in the last couple of days. Like that's been headline news. You know what I mean? Like if you ain't, I don't understand like how that ain't just plain news. But I'm gonna look it up for you, bro.
Hey, let me run the chat room.
You talking us today, Corey?
Hold on, let's get to the chat room. Chat room says pseudos asking for sources. That is the statement of the day, y'all.
Ooh.
This the other thing too, bro. That my Trump partner ain't even brought up yet. That Trump has been collecting money. He's been collecting a fund telling him that the money is for them to help fight the case. But in the fine print on the website, when you donate the money, it lets them know that the money is to repay his campaign.
Yeah, anything under $8,000. If you donate anything under $8,000, is to get him out of campaign debt. That's what the fine print said. Yeah. But we got to source up on that too, though. We're gonna have to source up on that too.
No, I got that right. That's legitimate. Listen, this is what we're gonna do. Hold on. This is what we're gonna do, man. Hey man, make sure y'all support AbJuan, man. Make sure to hit that Cash App. Put that Cash App in the SCK. All right, because
I already did. I'm way ahead of you, sir.
Appreciate it.
I ain't gonna lie, I've been slacking tonight. I'm multitasking.
Thanks for that donation, Haskell. Appreciate that, bro. Good looking out, man. Appreciate everybody giving donations, man. So we stimulated another conversation. Appreciate the conversation.
It's not illegal though, Unc?
What to do what?
It's not illegal though, CK. This the thing.
Because Obama did with Obama for America.
Listen, we ain't going over 2 hours. We ain't doing that. If all y'all didn't get it out on this one, y'all didn't get it out on this. I'm breaking it off again.
I'm glad Trump is doing what he's doing, me being a revolutionary, because he let him do everything he can to expose the system. And I'm not worried about nobody's feelings. I ain't got no feelings towards it. The problem is this: when you watch wrestling,
no,
you still got people in the country and in other countries. When I was in Africa, I was watching two movies that thought wrestling was real.
We off here, man.
Hold on, listen what I'm
Sorry,
saying.
Mumu, I can't get down with you.
No, this is what I'm saying. It don't matter because if Trump is exposing the system, I'm not mad about that. I'm not mad about him doing whatever he
This
can
dude's
to.
been taking advantage of the same system that he supposedly is exposing. Oh, I'm gonna drain the swamp as I turn around and put people in the positions
CK, this is what
that
I'm
are
saying.
loyal
Though.
to me, that don't really know how to do the job, that's trying to make money off of their position instead of doing what they're supposed to be doing to help the American people.
CK, that's what I'm getting to. What I'm saying is this.
No, you won't.
The smart people know it's a ruse. You got people like Kemp looking on, he think it's real. He watching Hulk Hogan versus the Ultimate Warrior and thinking that that's a real fight.
Hey, Momo.
Like myself are looking at it like we know he's full of shit, so we don't support that. But I'm looking at it like,
hey, Momo, whatever it is, it won't be on this show because we're done. We at the 2-hour mark. We don't make it too long, yo. I appreciate everybody coming in, yo. I think we put up a valiant fight, but we got beat up in the end. My fight was just with the vaccine. That was it. All this other shit.
We got super off topic. I blame you.
We lost topic. We went all off to the. I wouldn't care, man. If the shit is over with, the fat lady that sung with the Viking hat on. You know how the fat lady got the Viking hat on with the horns? Yeah, she's singing at the podium, yo. It's over with, man. Look, I appreciate everybody came out. Appreciate them donations, man. You know what I'm saying? What's new? What's up? Robert Parrish, boy, I see you. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you're in there talking over the He call people Trump supporters. Somebody want to support Trump, man. Let them support Trump. It's okay. It's okay.
I don't know, man. I'm looking at all you mother flowers sideways and supporting Trump and really thinking that he was doing something. Looking at all y'all sideways.
I don't know what Trump did, man. Shoot, I ain't listened to him anyway.
Tried to normalize fascism.
Oh, there you go.
Doing too much.
We will not do that half an hour. But look, man, let me finish shouting out people, man, all the haters and all the lovers and everybody that just, Metro, customer, what's going on with you? Malcolm, Robinson, what it do? Who else we got? A Child. I can't even pronounce it. And Pinky. What? Huh. Elder P. I see you. Black African Power. Block, what's up? Gideon Block. What it do? What it do? Chatty Patty, yo, you been Chatty Patty all night, man. You ain't even come on. You just Chatty Patty yourself to death. Nothing you say in that chat makes sense. Don't add up, man. Appreciate every Malcolm Robinson, Mark Johnson, right? Appreciate you coming here. Hey, John Duck. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate everybody, man. Thanks for the support, man. Hey, man. Y'all already know what it is, yo. Yeah, we done. Look, I'm off here, man. Tomorrow, maybe you do something tomorrow, man. Appreciate you, Sean. Concrete Court.